And now, one group that does support the Prime Minister's U-turn on immigrants is the Israel Immigration Policy Center, which is an NGO, and its executive director is Yonatan Jakubowicz.
Israel is dealing with a very large influx of irregular migration coming in from its border, and it's looking for solutions to solve this issue. And the solutions are not always simple. And I think the government tried to find a way in order that said that people who don't have a pending asylum request will be allowed to stay in Israel until their asylum request is checked. But anybody who's not will have to go to safe third countries that Israel signed agreements with them. Problem is that there was a lot of international pressure on those countries, and Israel looked for a different alternative that will also involve some kind of assistance and burden sharing from Western countries, the same as Malta enjoyed in the past. So that's what the great government tried to achieve, but there was a lot of opposition from inside Israeli society.
You say it's a public outcry, and it's my understanding that it was more right-wing pressure from a select group of people or political groups that have pressurized the government to do this turnaround.
It is a right-wing coalition government, but it's important to stress that in Israeli society, this issue receives a very wide agreement, a very wide approval that the government should not allow illegal migrants to stay in Israel if they don't have a legal clause to do so. Actually, most public opinion polls say between 66 to 80% of the public are for a harsher stance on illegal migration. So I think that it would be more accurate to say that the majority are for strict policy on this issue, and actually the minority, a very loud minority, are in opposition.
The Prime Minister made the comments about scrapping the deal that he had just the day before agreed to. He made the comments whilst facing residents of an area community where I believe a large migrant community may reside. Could it be that he was, in a way, playing to the gallery at that time, and that in a way, especially when he says he now needs to go back to the drawing board, or it's now under further review, that he's not really sure what he wants to do with regards to resettlement of 16,000 immigrants?
I would agree that it's not a simple situation, and there's no black and white answer, and I think it's a very complicated issue that the whole world is actually trying to find a solution to and a very good way to deal with. Israel has been looking for that kind of central or balanced point of view, where we're saying that we uphold the UN Convention, where we will not send anyone back to a place that he may be in danger. And Israel has upheld the strictest version of that clause, that we do not want to become a major destination for migration.
And he is Yonatan Jakubowicz, the executive director of Israel's Immigration Policy Center, which is an NGO. In a moment, we'll have a roundup of other stories making news across the continent. First, though, the sports headlines. In this